Pandas. Pandas in Python. So this is the original documentation of Pandas. And even if you refer the documentation, it is very beginner friendly. I'll teach only two libraries in analysis, I mean data science field, which are NumPy and Pandas, but there are still more. I'll just show if you want to explore even few more libraries, you can directly refer the documentation, which is very friendly to everyone. So just like this, you can go to any documentation and click on the beginner friendly guide. There it will show from starting. So it will give all the commands like what to do next, what to do next. Like I won't directly do on this. I think I'm not sharing my screen. See, this is official documentation of Pandas. This the second link. So you can click wherever you want to understand better. They directly released a Python, sorry, a YouTube video only. So you can also refer that. But for now, I'm explaining. Like if you want to learn a few other libraries like Matplotlib, you can directly refer to the documentation. Or if time permits, I'll definitely explain them also. So we have covered NumPy, right? After covering NumPy, Pandas is a great step to learn. Like it helps us to simplify the data and help in data analysis, data manipulation and data analysis. So what is Pandas exactly? Any idea? Anyone? Like what do you think Pandas is? Why should we use it?
Panda is also one of the libraries, sir.
Exactly. So what's the difference? Like why is it special? We use that because it helps us performing data analysis and data manipulation very easily. Rather than the old approach which used to take longer time of starting everything from scratch. Pandas gives us simple functions through which you can perform data analysis. So one thing when you study of Pandas is you need to remember data analysis, because you work on Excel sheets or databases, but for now we'll be working on Excel sheet where we'll store the data. We'll directly create an Excel sheet within the code. Like after running the code, you'll be creating an Excel sheet. You'll perform data analysis on the Excel field. It will be quite interesting to learn Pandas. Like NumPy dealt with the mathematical operations, right? We have seen it made us quite feel quite comfortable while working with NumPy. But Pandas is also similar kind, but where you can see what your data is doing exactly. So for that, I'll start with the basic setup. So here, let me open this. So I have created a folder called Pandas. You should also do the same thing. And I also have an Excel sheet which I'll do few, like that will be quite interesting to do. So I'll open this in a terminal, because we'll again use, okay, I'll do it here only. We already have our Jupyter notebook ready right here. So I'll do here only CMD. CMD. So it will directly take us to terminal. Here we are dealing with Pandas, right? We need to install Pandas. pip install pandas. So this is the first command. It will directly install pandas. And also put the Excel file here only so that I can access better. So I think it's done. No, it's taking time. Meanwhile, I'll open my Jupyter notebook. I think everyone have installed Jupyter notebook, right? Like if anyone is facing that any trouble, they can ask for help here. Like they text in the group or in the chat box here itself. So let's solve it. If we try to solve a single case, everyone will get a clarity. If everyone is okay, then it's fine. Because we'll be working on Jupyter notebook quite often here. So that's the reason I'm stressing on it. Okay. I think everyone is fine with it. Well, open.
Yes, sir.
On?
Yes, sir. Fine.
Okay, okay. Jupyter notebook. It will directly open it. Whatever the folder I have opened here, it will directly open there. If it didn't open, you can directly copy paste the URL which it gave. See, we got it. What should we do? Now we should open a file. Like we need to create a file. I'll name it what? Pandas. So you remember the previous class, right? This is called a cell. Basically, this is based on kernel based. I'll write my first pandas one. Import pandas. I'll give a shortcut for this as PD. This need not be always PD. You can also give something, LO or something. So as we have seen everywhere, like people name it PD. For better sake, I'm naming it as PD because it's also convenient to use. For NumPy, I have named it as NP. Here I'm naming it as PD. And to execute the cell again I'm telling shift and enter. So it shows star, like it takes time to get executed. Once it is done, it is very simple. It gets executed in a single second. See, it got executed without any error. Now let us start like how data is manipulated and how to read data everything. So for that I'll be creating a list data equal to a list of elements integers 10 20 30 40. Like before starting with the Excel one, I'm just giving this as a basic data as this is also a data type, right? It is also storing a set of values. So before starting that, I'm taking this as it can be better if you understand this one first, and that will be easier later. So I'll also name another variable series. Here we'll be using our pandas. PD dot series of data. So why I'm doing this? I'll let you know after the execution. How many we have created here? Like we have created four, right? Four elements. Here we should uh, name four variables, not variables, but four characters, because I'll tell it now itself. It will label it. A is for 10, B is for 20, just like Excel, where it has rows and columns. Like there will be column names, and below them there will be attributes, right? Like the fields, the values. I mean, so this also does the similar thing. B, C, D. Enough, because we have four, right? We are taking four. Close it. Here, series is a function. Like it arranges. Just like real world use case, it stores student scores, sales numbers, etc. We'll just run and show it. So print series. See, A is mapped for 10, B is mapped for 20, C is mapped for 30, and D is mapped for 40. Here A, B, C, D are not any variables, but we have given them as names, like the column names. And here they are the values. And it also prints the data type, which is integer of 64 bit. Why is it 64? Previously we have discussed, right? Integer is of 8 bytes. So here 8 into 4. Sorry, 8 into 8 actually. Sorry, here it's taking each integer of 16 bits. So here 16 into 4, it gives 64. So we can also minimize that, but for now it's fine. We have taken a 1D data here. It's a single dimensional data, right? So in next example, I'll be taking two-dimensional data like a matrix or an array, 2D array. Just comment them out. If you want, I'll also send this for you. So I'll run again. Everything should get clear, right? Now what will I do? Previously I have taken a single dimensional data. Here I'll take a dictionary for better understanding, because it has multiple values, right? Name. I'll give few names. Aman. So close it. Uh, Sudarshan. So here, if I want to go to next line without going to the next cell directly, just press enter. It goes to next line for better look. Even if I can take till the end also, it won't result in an error. But for better look, I'm just pressing enter, not shift enter. You need to just press enter. And ages. We'll take some 18, 18, 18 common ages. And city. See what is here? Here it is a key, and these are all the value pairs. Take New York, Paris, London, Australia. So That's my dictionary, and I'll run this dictionary. No error. Quite well. And df. Here we'll be using the concept of data frames, and Pandas provide the data frames. It'll be exciting to see what it does exactly. Okay, need to run it again. Okay, this didn't get executed, so that's the reason it's not taking PD. Print df. Wow, it looks good now, right? It looks good because here it gave us very neatly. Of all our details, it gave us very neatly. So in this way, it arranges everything very well. That's the reason we use Pandas, because it gives us better view of the data. Here it was like, it was also good but hard to understand. Here it is quite easy to understand, right? So it's good over here. It gave like all the details of Aman, Swapan, Kritika and Sudarshan. So here it gave age and city also directly, and it also gave additionally indexes. It's quite nice, right? So here for that we use data frame, because in our Excel also we view data in a similar fashion, right? So it gave in a similar thing. So now we'll be discussing about reading and writing data. Okay, I'll comment this out. This also. So comments won't take more time to get executed. First I'll execute this. Then this. Oh, yeah. Okay. I need to write multi-line comment, right? It's fine. It's fine. Everything is fine until now. Now we'll again use a variable to read the data. We don't have like, let me check if I have any data left. I think I have. Yeah, we have IPL. So let me perform operations on it. df equal to pd dot read csv. So this function is clear because it directly names the function of what it does. So it reads the data from our Excel file. Whatever the Excel file we give, it goes into the Excel file, reads all the data, and if we give the print statement, it prints the data. IPL dot, actually it is in Excel access 6. I think I need to convert it into an Excel as CSV, because it is more compatible with CSV. We can also do it with Excel also. It doesn't matter, but CSV is comfortable because we have more functions in CSV only. So Excel to CSV directly we can convert it. I'll do it quickly. So CSV means comma separated values. Okay. Then I'll go back to Opera. I'll give it directly CSV. Here this mm, save like it directly gets saved without any overhead. So I'll press it. Yeah, it read the data. So to print the data, you can directly give DF only. Let me do an experiment. See, it printed the data. Whatever the data is in Excel, it printed the data. So in this way, it gives an better view, like better feasibility. Instead of doing all the complex things, we can directly use the inbuilt function which is provided by Pandas itself. So it printed us everything. What if I want to show only first 5 rows? Like I have only 5 rows left. But still, if I want to show only first 5 rows, so the first rows will be considered as head. So for that, I'll give print df dot head. It prints us only the first 5 rows. See, only the first 5 rows. Here also it printed only first 5 rows because it just has only 5 rows. Show it. It has only 5 rows, so that's the reason it printed only 5 rows. If I take 7 or 8 rows, it will print all the rows. But if I give df.head, it only prints the first 5 rows. So what if I want to copy the same data to another Excel file? So df, not the same, but the first 5 rows I want to print, like I want to give to another one. For example, we have a big data set. In that, if we want first 5 rows, and that first 5 rows should be separate in another Excel file, another CSV file, so we'll use a function for that, to CSV, and magically it creates an output file, separate file for that. And index should be given false because it will not print all these indexes, it will directly print the rows. Let me check here. I'll get another file. See, I got a file. Before there wasn't any output CSV. If I open this, see, here you got it. Match ID, date, season, team 1, team 2, everything. What all the rows we have over here, we have it. We have the same thing here. Quite interesting, right? What next? Now let's perform data filtering. Data filtering. What if I want only season or the teams? I can directly print them. But for now, I'll print. What should I print? I'll print team 1. No, I'll print the winner. Print df of, what's that? Winner. Winner in small, right? Only copy because a mistake also shows an error. Like even if I take capital or small. Key error winner. Okay. Isn't there any winner? Okay. Just print match ID. Okay, it shows the same error. I don't know why. Let me check if everything is good. Okay. It's actually not properly formatted. Like you see everything is in a single one. It shouldn't be this case. How many do we have? Okay. So let me check now. See, as you can see, match ID, date, season. So it is confusing. It's a bit confusing for this also. So if we have it separately, if we have it individually, it prints the same. But here, when we check, we have everything at the same place. So it's not specific to everything. So before doing this, we need to make it a bit better. So then there it won't show any error. For now, I messed up the things. See, everything is in a single row. It's not so good to see. Okay, again, I'll remove everything and keep only match ID. Then it should print something. Should definitely print something. Okay, everything is a match ID. That's fine. Still, because it just expected a single argument, but there are lot many arguments. So let's leave it. Let me open a new Excel file and do it better this time. I didn't expect this actually. Name, age, gender. It's better if I create it manually. I'll take. I'll take different ages this time. 20 and gender, male, city, take 19, male, city, skip age if I take 18, Pune. It takes something. Like don't take it seriously. I have taken it for better understanding. If I filter by ages, it should show better, right? Okay, it should work. What is this? A new Excel file, right? I'll save it here only. Oh, sorry. Okay, it's again a hectic thing to do. This is the one, right? Open. This is a small file, so it won't take much time. Copy and paste it here. It's fine. Let's continue. It's data, right? See, it printed. Much better than this. It printed everything in a single row. It's much better. So I'll print it as Jupyter, like a new file, right? I print name, only names. Okay, I didn't run this. See, it's much better. Before it showed an error because everything was in single line, but now it's clear, right? Everything is clear. It only printed your names. So we can also perform many operations, like we can also perform the filtering. This is the first filtering method. So what if I want to perform operations, like I want to print only ages greater than 70. So I'll take a variable filtered equal to df of df of, see, we have previously seen, right, in numpy, instead of using if conditions, we directly use the condition within the variable. So here also I'm doing the same thing. Age, so here our age is capital, right? That's fine. Is greater than 70. So run this. Print filtered. It only prints 3 rows which are greater than 18 only, which are greater than 17 only it printed. If I give it as 18, it will print only 2. So that's the reason I have taken ages in some different orders. So I can also filter based on gender also. If gender equal to female, it only prints a single row. Ooh, if you give it double equal to, it will print only single row. So in this way you can also do filtering. Filtering depending on an attribute or depending on a column, anything. So let's do sorting. Sorting equal to df dot sort values. Like these are all functions provided by pandas. If you get confused or stuck anywhere, you can directly refer the documentation. But not like remembering everything, it takes time. Even like if you try practicing every day, it's quite simpler. But for now, you just observe it, observe everything, and after the completion, you can keep on trying it. It will be much easier for you. Sort values. Age. I want to sort the ages in ascending order. Let me check. I'll give it false. Now I'll print this. Okay, okay. sorting, right? So what I gave here, ascending equal to false, which means it prints the descending order only. So if I give ascending equal to true, actually I don't need to give this also. See, here it gave in an ascending order. Previously I gave it as false, ascending equal to false. It didn't give me an ascending order. It was reverse, like descending order. Here it gave it ascending order. So I can do more operations on it if I want to add the ages. So it's simpler, quite simpler. df of age dot mean. See, it did mean of all the ages. I can also do sum operation. I can also perform the sum operation. Sum and count, like how many rows age has. Count of number of rows. So you can perform still more operations on this, but for now I'm stopping, and I'll discuss grouping of data. I'll group it. Group equal to df dot group by, I'll take of city. No, I haven't taken a single city, right? I have taken different cities. It doesn't do on city. I'll group based on gender only. I'll take again age attribute. Like it gives us a better representation. It gives us the average age of a gender. I'll run this. Print group. So average age of female is 17. It has only single row, right? So average age of male is 19. So instead of using two functions to print, like to give a condition like this or this, I have taken it directly, which grouped based on the ages, like the average age is 19. 18 plus 19 plus 20 divided by 3, which gave 19. So I'll check if I have any missing values in my dataset. Print. For that you need to use is null function. If it is null, then it will print, like it will show anything. Dot sum. Oh, I forgot to close it. So there are no missing values actually. Like even if I have a missing value, so in this Excel I might have a missing value which is an empty row. For empty row it showed all zeros. So it will only consider the one single empty row instead of all the empty rows which we have. If I want to fill this empty row with some random values, df dot fill na unknown. I'll give some name. In place equal to true. Okay. I'll print D. We don't have any empty rows, so that's the reason it didn't print. If I modify it, then it will definitely print something. Okay, I'll show it later. One second. Go back. So let's now perform labeling. Let's install matplotlib. So for now, I think Pandas is fine. I'll increase the brightness. So for now, I think Pandas is fine. And we'll do a project if we have time. Okay, we have 15 minutes left. So a project we'll do it tomorrow. So for now, I'll just a bonus for today, which is matplotlib. I'll install it. Okay, it's running. So should I disturb it? Actually, I don't want to disturb it. Still, that's fine. Okay, pip install matplotlib. I want to see the visualizations. If like I want to see the chart or line graph, it will be good to see. Like what all we have the data, if it gives in a representation, visualization, it will be better to understand, right? I'll install it. We'll install all the sub libraries which it has. See, Pillow is a library where we'll be dealing with image to, sorry, not image, like recognizing text from image. For that we use Pillow, but with installation of Matplotlib, we might get a sub one. But when we are working with that, we need to install Pillow again. It's taking a bit more time. Okay, it got installed. Cool. Mm, so again, we need to start our kernel freshly. It will open freshly again. We are doing with what? Jupyter.csv. No, no. It's pandas.ipy. Okay, for now, we have this. What happened to this? Okay. Okay, I need to rerun it again. For that, no need, no need. I'll directly open it. I'll open a new one because we'll be dealing with matplotlib, right? I'll name it that. Select and matplotlib dot ipy. Rename. First, we need to import it. We have installed it, right? import matplotlib dot pyplot. We should not give it directly, but we should also call its sublibrary, which is pyplot, which plots between two variables, matplotlib, sorry, as I run it. If we have, it doesn't show any error. If we don't have that installed, it shows uh, import not found or the library not found. So df equal to, what should we do? We should read the data, right? So for that, read, not read. Okay, we need to also import pandas, because we are doing it together, right? We are taking the data from the Excel and visualizing it. Pandas as pd. Df equal to pd dot read csv data dot csv. Let me check if it exists. Df dot effect. Yeah, it's fine. So what's it? I should do visualization right now. So tomorrow we'll be dealing with create, read, update, delete project, which we have done right previously. To-do list. There we have used MySQL as a database, but here our Excel sheet will only act as database. We won't have all the front end part. We'll directly go to backend and do the operations. Like we'll do it in the terminal, and output will be reflected back into the Excel sheet. It will be quite interesting to see. I'll directly do the analysis here. See, for that, okay, instead of matplotlib, I'll take it plt only. Because of writing it again and again, I just so plt dot bar. What is a bar? Bar is a bar graph of data frames name and okay, what happened? Should print a graph between name and age. Oh, it looks good. So depending on age, the bar graph is arranged. See, first Sudarshan of high, Aman, Swapan and Kritika. So it plotted the graph between name and age, bar graph. So what will I do? I'll take X label and Y label. X label, I'll take gender. What does it show? It shows nothing because I just took the label plt dot Y label. I'll take age. shows nothing. Just I wanted to label it. Here on x-axis I should have gender, on y-axis I should have age. That's it. So it showed the same thing. If I give plt show, what it gives. Okay, I should also give the title. If you want to name this graph, should name it right. So this is just an introduction. We'll discuss it later if we want to do more kind of visualizations. If you're really interested, you can directly text it. I'll explain matplotlib also. So this is age versus gender graph. Age versus gender graph. So whatever we give, it just prints that the same thing. If I print plt.show, shows whatever it has. That's it. Nothing more to show because we haven't taken more of mathematical values rather than the age. If it is uh, like if both are numbers, then it will show something, but here for understanding only it shows something. That's it. So what it shows, age versus gender. That's it. Nothing more. We do it collectively when we are doing it for a bigger thing, but here for a small data set, like this is a basic visualization. We also have more kinds of visualizations. For now, to make the things clear, like how matplotlib works, I wanted to show this exactly for the data set what we have. It just did nothing but labeling the x-axis and y-axis by whatever we give. So that's it. Think that's for the day. And if you have any doubts, you can kindly ask them. Things clear for everyone.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's great. So tomorrow we'll be working on a pandas project, like creating, reading, updating, and deleting CRUD operations. What we say, we will perform on our Excel sheet, take the data, modify the data, everything just by using the operations directly. We'll create routes and do something. It will be quite interesting. And if you want more of matplotlib also, we'll discuss it tomorrow in tomorrow's class. So for now, it's uh, till now only, like it's the class. And thank you so much guys attending in the early morning. I am really happy. Yeah, have a great day. Bye all.
Thank you, sir. Bye.
Thank you, sir.